Alright, we're going to go ahead and remove an inner and outer tie rod today. First things first, go ahead and remove this nut here. It should be I think they found that was an 18 millimeter. And then remove that. Then what you're going to do, shock this right here. So go ahead and hit it with a hammer a few times. And this should go move down at some point. So what I'm going to do is actually this here. Might be a little overkill, but keep some force on it, and it should pop out like that. Oh. Now, actually, before you pop that loose, you also want to loosen up this jam nut here. It should be, I think it's a 20 or 21. I used an adjustable wrench and just knocked that loose for now. Now that you've gotten this off, or at least loose, just go ahead and unscrew this off. And some guys actually count the number of threads on this, so you may want to do that too, or just mark it on the inner tie rod for later. Also want to remove that jam nut. And next what we're going to do is we're going to remove that the boot here. There is a metal ring on the inside that you're going to want to cut off. So I already went ahead and popped it off. And then there's one little retainer on the inside here. You can just use a pair of pliers to remove that. Let's finish getting this off here. Okay, set that aside. Take a pair of pliers, remove this little guy. Okay, and then you should just be able to pull this out. Got that back part out. There we go. Got her off. Now, there is a little bit of a, it looks like a plastic collar on these. You're going to want to figure out, I think I've used a few times a screwdriver and kind of pushed it back, but in order to get to the flats that are on that, you want to be able to get that out of the way. So we're going to take this gently and knock this back. You may have to do this on a few sides just to, if this is the first time it's been removed, it may be stuck on there pretty good. Okay, it's starting to move. Okay, we got it for the most part out, so you should just be able to pop it back like so. Now there should be two flats on it somewhere. Looks like there's one here, one here. You're going to take one of these tools. Now this one for this particular vehicle is 1 7/16. I found this one at AutoZone. I'm doing the rent-a-tool, and basically it comes with that tube here. Just has a 1/2 inch drive on the outside here. So go ahead and just stick it on there. Find the flats, take this, now where's my 1/2 inch, there's my 1/2 inch, oops, and then you should just be able to pull it loose. I think it just slipped off. It slipped off. I don't think that, oh, that loosened it. Awesome. It may take a few tries because it will slip off. But that got her loose. Alright, let's take my rag. Ooh, I got mine. That might happen to you. Pull some skin off. Let's go ahead and remove this guy. Be a good idea to wear gloves now. Now to reinstall the inner tie rod, Moog was gracious enough to add some Loctite to the mix. So go ahead and break that cap loose. It's in a little tiny bottle here. And we will add just a little bit. You don't need much because this stuff will, oh come on, come out of the bottle. Assuming it will allow me to add some to it. There she goes. So that should actually be enough. That may be a little too much, but let's put that on. Throw this guy on. Okay, she's on. So let's tighten her down. Take that adapter once again. Alright, then tighten her down. Okay, she's tight. Set that aside. Go ahead and pull this little adapter ring back, or this little plastic cover ring. Now it doesn't matter if you can pull it all the way up or not. The first time you turn your wheels, it'll push it into place. So now let's put that baffle on. Here she is. You're going to want to take a zip tie or some other way of adding this on, of holding this down. Just put that on there. Alright. Push any of those little holes or kinks out. Sweep her on. Stick her out in the back there. For some reason these zip ties keep breaking. I don't know why. It must be a cheap brand or something. Anyway, let's go ahead and try to tighten that down. Good enough. Now, take that little retaining ring that seems to have just oh, there she is, disappeared, re-emerged. Needle nose pliers. Stick her back on the end here. Now, take your jam nut, thread her on. Whoops, fail. Take your new tie rod that I just threw across the floor. Go ahead and start getting it on there. Alright, now what I did was I took the old inner and outer tie rod, put them back together, at least relatively close to where they were. This will just give you a general idea of how it was before, but you're still going to need to bring it to a professional to get the alignment taken care of. So we're going to line these up and check just to get it as close as possible to where it was before. So It looks like it was really close right there. So we'll pull that jam nut up. Take your adjustable wrench, or if you have the right size one for this, let's put it close to where it needs to be, and then reinstall to the steering knuckle. If I can get it to line up, there she goes. Take your castle nut, thread it on. This will be your 18. Take your retaining pin, and where's my hammer? Sure, this will do. And you are done. Hopefully this helps you out, replacing these up. Again, after this you will have to bring it to a place or a shop if you do not have the tools to do an alignment, so that you can make sure that everything is straight, even, and you are not destroying your tires. Because if this is too far out, too far in, your tires will be off kilter, and that can destroy the tread very quickly, and it's also bad for your drivetrain. So definitely get that taken care of. Hopefully this video helped you remove these from Saturn here. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments and I'll answer them as quickly as I can.